see the agenda?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, Mr. Chair.
Okay, I'll call the meeting to order. Thank you very much. This is a special members meeting of the Blue Mountain Sustainable Housing Corporation. Special meeting of the membership called by the president, resolution by the board, or 10% membership. Generally meet 30 days notice to the general meeting to the board, 10 days to the membership. We have the board passed a resolution agreeing to shorten the notice around the general meeting to the board, and we've met the requirements for the day's notice to membership. So can I have traditional territorial acknowledgement, please?
We'd like to begin our meeting by recognizing the First Nation, Métis, and Inuit peoples of Canada as traditional stewards of the land. The municipality is located within the boundary of Treaty 18, Region of 1818, which is the traditional land of the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and Wendat-Wyandotte peoples.
Thank you, Sarah. Can you put the agenda back up for me if you don't mind, because I don't have my copy with me here. Great. Members' attendance, please. Can you do the roll call for the members, Sarah?
Carrie Eagleson.
Here.
Janet Finley.
Here.
Patrick Gourlay. Patrick.
Yep, I'm here.
Thank you.
Here
Gavin
we-
Leach.
Yeah, I'm here.
Mayor Soever.
Here.
And Councillor Sampson.
Yes, I'm here. Oh, sorry, I put
Okay.
my video on here. Sorry, I didn't have my video on. So everyone's here. We have all members in attendance with the exception of one. Is that correct? Agenda. We need to approve the agenda that's on the web and it's been distributed. That the agenda, I need a motion, please, from the members that the agenda of June 10th, 2020 be adopted as circulated, including any additions. Are there any additions? Hearing none, can I have a mover and seconder to that, please?
I'll move. Chair Gavin.
And seconded by
I'll second it's Carrie.
Carrie seconding. Can I have a call, the question, please, Madam Chair, Madam Clerk?
Carrie Eagleson.
Yes.
Janet Finley.
Yes.
Patrick Gourlay.
Yes.
Gavin Leach.
Yes.
Mayor Soever.
Yes.
And Councillor Sampson.
Yes.
That motion's carried.
That's carried in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act and the town's procedural bylaw 2019-56. The Attainable Housing Corporation members must file a written statement of any interest conflict that they might have in its general nature with the clerk for inclusion in the registry. Are there anybody who wish to file a conflict of interest notification? Hearing none and seeing none, and if you do have anything come up for the meeting, please let me know and bring it to my attention. Okay, matters for discussion. You can scroll down there for me, Sarah. Thank you. We need to have a mover and seconder that the Attainable Housing Corporation does hereby authorize amendment to the existing corporation banking resolution to approve corporation signing authority be provided to the Executive Director Sharon McCormick for her term of employment with the Blue Mountains Attainable Housing Corporation. I need a mover and seconder.
I still move.
I'll second.
Janet.
Rob,
Janet. Yeah.
I'd like to suggest you add on to that motion that gives, let's say, you and I the authority to sign all necessary bank documents to achieve that.
Oh, okay. All right. And that, yeah, okay. So that you and I are allowed, treasurer and the chair are allowed to sign any banking documents to effect this appointment.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's so amended. The movers and seconders are okay with that amendment?
Yes.
Yep.
Great. So can we call the question?
And I'm sorry, who was our seconder?
I think you had two of us, Patrick and I. You can choose one of us.
Okay, so I'm going to put Patrick. Thank you. Carrie Eagleson.
Yes.
Janet Finley.
Yes.
Patrick Gourlay,
Yes.
Gavin Leach,
Yes.
Mayor Soever,
Yes.
Councillor Sampson.
Yes,
Motion is carried.
that's carried. Thank you. So the next item. So this is a contract execution resolution. I need a mover and seconder that whereas the corporation, by way of majority of vote of directors forming a quorum at the duly constituted meeting of the directors held on May 10th, May 7th, 2020, did adopt a purchasing and development policy to be used by the corporation, the policy. And whereas the purpose of the policy is to ensure openness, accountability, and transparency of purchasing by the corporation while protecting the financial best interests of the corporation. And whereas the executive director of the corporation is responsible for the administration of the policy. And whereas the board of directors therefore deems it advisable to appoint and authorize the executive director of the corporation to sign contracts, documents, and instruments in writing as may be required in accordance with the policy as adopted. Be it resolved that A, pursuant to Article 42 of the corporation's bylaw number 1, execution of instruments, the board of directors hereby appoints the executive director of the corporation to sign contracts, documents, and interests in writing on behalf of the corporation as may be required in accordance with the policy as adopted, and the executive director so acting shall have the power to bind the corporation. And B, notwithstanding the above, the executive director's appointment and authorization to sign any contracts, documents, or instruments in writing on behalf of the corporation will be subject to approval of the board of directors individually or commensurate with operating and capital budgets approval, and will at all times adhere and be subject to the terms of the policy. And C, the term contracts, documents, or instruments in writing shall have the meaning as provided in Article 42 of the corporation's bylaw number 1, currently in force. The foregoing resolution is hereby approved by the majority of directors at forming quorum at a duly constituted meeting held on June 10th. So it's a majority of the members, I believe, forming quorum at a duly constituted meeting held on June 10th, is it not?
Yes, it should be members.
Yeah. Okay, so can I have a mover and seconder to that?
I'll move it.
Carrie moving, seconded by
I'll second.
Alar. Can I just go back to the first one? So is it the board of directors are hereby appointing the executive director, or is it the board, or is it the members?
It's the members.
I think it's the members. So A should be modified to say pursuant to Article 42 of the corporation's bylaw number 1, execution of instruments, the members hereby appoint the executive director of the corporation. Continuing. Okay, mover and seconder okay with that?
What about up above the paragraph above that, Rob?
Well, the board has advised that they determine that it's advisable,
Right.
Okay, that's fine.
but then, so the members are just acting on the advice of the board.
Right, correct.
That's fine.
So movers and seconders are okay. Let
And
me
it
call
really
it.
depends on how the bylaw is worded as well. Like on Article 42 of the bylaw, I don't have in front of me, but is it I guess the reason we're having the members meeting is that does say that's the membership has to be involved in that.
Yeah, the reason why this is on the floor, Lar, is that what's in our 42, Article 42, is not very clear.
Oh,
So this is kind of clarifying it.
yeah, well, yeah, you can't go higher than the members, no.
Correct. Okay, call a question, Madam Clerk, please.
Carrie Eagleson,
Yes.
Janet Findley,
Yes.
Patrick Gourlay,
Yes.
Gavin Leach,
Yes.
Mayor Soever,
Yes.
Councillor Sampson.
Yes,
Motion is carried.
it's carried. Okay, so I think the next thing is the adjournment. Carrie, does that deal with the signing? That deals with the signing officer issue, the first one.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I need a mover and a seconder that this special meeting of members of the Attainable Housing Corporation adjourn at 5:16 p.m. to meet again at the call of the chair.
Patrick will
I'll
move.
also move.
Okay, Alar's moving, seconded by Patrick, was that?
Yes.
Okay, good. Call a question, please, Madam Clerk.
Carrie Eagleson,
Yes.
Janet Finley,
Yes.
Patrick Gourlay,
Yes.
Gavin Leach,
Yes.
Mayor Soever,
Yes.
Counselor Sampson.
Yes.
Motion is carried.
Okay, that's carried. Thanks, folks. It's been painful, but we made it through.